You make me sick.
Leave me alone, please.
You can't escape yourself!
In Spider-Man No Way Home, Norman Osborn is a man imprisoned by the darkest parts of his own mind. While the Green Goblin is often viewed as Norman's evil alter ego, the fact is that Norman knows that the Goblin is not a separate person, but is the darkest parts of Norman's psyche. Every act of cruelty, every murder, and every moment of sadistic pleasure was carried out using his own body and hands, and that knowledge broke Norman.
Sometimes I'm not myself. I'm someone else.
Coward. Hiding in the shadows. Hiding from who you truly are.
Oh!
He needs help, and maybe they all do.
Isn't my problem.
Peter, not your problem. This is what we do. We help people.
When Peter first encounters Norman in No Way Home, he is frightened, confused, and desperate for help. He explains that he experiences blackouts, describing how he loses control whenever the Goblin emerges. From Norman's perspective, he simply wakes up after these episodes to discover that terrible things have happened. He cannot fully remember every action, but he understands enough to know what the Goblin has done. The Green Goblin murdered innocent people, manipulated others for its own amusement, and turned Norman into one of Spider-Man's greatest enemies. Whether he remembers every detail or not, Norman knows he is responsible in the eyes of the world.
And every time he's in control, I can't remember. And now I'm here in this place,
Norman,
in
who's
this
in
city.
control?
You don't know me.
Don't I? I've watched you from deep behind Norman's cowardly eyes.
He's lost. And I don't mean just in the cosmos. I mean in his mind.
Norman has also lost everything that he has ever known. The spell that pulls him into another universe separates him from every part of his old life. When he visits the place where his home should be, another family lives there. His company is gone. His status and identity mean nothing. And Harry Osborn does not exist in this universe as the son he remembers. Norman has no friends, no family, no home, and nowhere to go. The only constant in his life is the Green Goblin, the one companion he desperately wants to escape. Aunt May is the first person to recognize that beneath the fear and confusion is a man asking for help. She believes he deserves compassion and tries to convince Peter to help him. She is the first person in a long time to see him as Norman, and not the Goblin. And it is because of her that Norman is surrounded by people who genuinely want to save him instead of imprisoning or killing him. It is the closest he has come to redemption.
Someone's living in my house. Oscorp doesn't exist. My son?
You're about to become whole again. No more darker half. Just you.
Just me.
Unfortunately for Norman, good intentions alone are not enough. Norman never had a chance at redemption because he was never in control. The Goblin could take over at any time. It was just waiting for the perfect moment. And it did find that moment. Because of the Goblin, Peter lost his Aunt May after he murdered her. For Norman, assuming he regains control afterward, it becomes another unbearable weight on his conscience. May was one of the only people who looked at him with empathy rather than fear. She argued that he deserved a chance to be healed. She convinced Peter not to give up on him. In return, the Goblin killed her. Whether Norman witnessed the act directly or only understood it afterward, the emotional damage would be devastating. He would know that the one woman who truly believed he could be saved died because of the monster living inside him. That knowledge would only reinforce his guilt, making it even harder to separate his own identity from the Goblin's crimes.
No more darker half. Did you really think that I'd let that happen? You tried to fix me.
Miko.
Now, I'm gonna fix you.
Me? No. I just want to kill you myself.
Attaboy.
The Goblin wore no mask in this movie, and that was a good thing. Every facial expression and the look in his eyes shows the difference between Norman and the Goblin. Norman is polite, intelligent, and genuinely grateful when Peter offers him help. His willingness to cooperate in creating cures for the villains reflects a sincere hope that Peter can remove the goblin from his mind forever. You can see in his eyes that he is desperate for this. When the goblin takes over, you can see in his eyes that it feels no remorse. It enjoys destruction, manipulation, and suffering. Every smile, every laugh, and every look shows the evil that lies deep in Norman's heart. The goblin itself functions as the physical manifestation of Norman's rage, violence, ambition, and cruelty, qualities that have broken free from his conscience. Norman is left to endure the aftermath, while the goblin never experiences regret. The innocent side of Norman bears all the guilt, while the violent side bears none.
I don't know what's going on with me. I don't, doesn't make sense.
Advanced.
I can help you.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
If you need a job and you're willing to commute to another universe.
We don't need to be fixed. Gods don't have to choose. We take me.
By the end of the movie, Peter succeeds in curing Norman, freeing him from the goblin's influence. For the first time in years, Norman appears seemingly unaware of the battle that has just taken place. Yet being cured cannot erase what came before. The goblin may be gone, but Norman still remembers enough to understand the devastation left behind. He knows that people died because of him. He knows that he nearly destroyed another universe. And he would almost certainly learn that Aunt May, the woman who tried to save him, was among his victims.
What have I done?
This is what makes Norman Osborn such a tragic character in Spider-Man No Way Home. He is not merely evil, nor is he entirely innocent. He is a man trapped inside his own body, forced to watch his darkest impulses become a separate, dominant personality that commits atrocities in his name. Every time he regains control, he inherits more guilt, more grief, and more evidence that he cannot trust himself. The Green Goblin steals not only the lives of its victims, but also Norman's ability to live without shame. Norman Osborn knows the monster is part of him. He knows the goblin uses his face, his voice, and his hands. He knows innocent people suffer because of what lives inside his mind. Even when he sincerely wants to be better, he cannot guarantee that the goblin will not return. That constant fear, isolation, and crushing guilt make Norman Osborn a man who longs to be redeemed, but is haunted by the knowledge that his own darkness may always be stronger than he is.